Online yard sales have exploded in popularity. What's your secret weapon? I'll tell you in this episode. You're listening to Upcycling with Deb. This is a Little Debbie, a bite-sized version of the full podcast, Upcycling with Deb. I'm your host, Deb Colameta. I wrote a #1 best-selling book called Best Offer, Best Life, and it teaches you how to leverage online yard sales to get the wealth that you want in your life. I have a brand new downloadable. If you head to my website, thedebsite.com, you can grab that for free. Some people may be thinking, if online yard sales really are that easy, why do I need a book to tell me how to do it? Well, it's not just about posting your item. If you read the book, Best Offer, Best Life, I'll give you some strategies and inspiration. You might find that you just have a small pile of things that you want to sell. But after you read my book, you'll hear more about the different various creative items that I've sold. And then you'll start to look at your own stash of things inside your home in a totally new way. Also, you need to have a strategy when you're selling. There's so much competition right now that my book took on a new meaning, which I love. It's not just about getting people to try to use online yard sales. A lot of people have been able to try them. They had no choice because they had so many things they were trying to get rid of. So it organically came about that more and more people started trying online yard sales. But now you really need some extra strategies and you need the edge to make your ads stand out among all the other thousands of posts in the local online yard sale groups. So reading my quick book, it's only 100 pages, or you can get it on Kindle. It's also available as an audiobook, whether on Amazon or audible.com. You can listen to it for 2.5 hours while you drive to and from someplace, or even better, while you're organizing your space. Hopefully it will give you that fire in your belly to get rid of some of your items and to start selling. People always say to me like, "Oh, are you somebody who organizes? Are you a professional organizer?" No, I am definitely not. And I am somebody who I support the minimalist movement, but I am definitely not a card carrying member. I want my house to feel as decluttered as possible. But when you've got 4 people who are very busy and active people living in a small space, it's going to feel a little bit more crowded. So online yard sales are my way to stay ahead of it, to recoup some of my loss. You would be surprised at how many times I've almost recouped the entire original purchase price for an item. It's like I'm renting it to myself for free. I encourage you to not only try it, but to read my book, to get some tips to help you reframe how you look at the stuff that seems like it just is a permanent part of your home. Look at it in a different way, and hopefully it will give you that shakeup that you need and the motivation and inspiration that you need to get going and try it for yourself for the long term. That's when you're going to see results, and that's when you're going to see transformation. So I hope that you pick up a copy of Best Offer, Best Life and make it your secret weapon. You can stand out among all of the online yard sales, and think about being intentional. If your point is to get the item out of your space and you need to donate it to fast track your efforts of clearing your home, go to my website, thedebsite.com, and download my free 1-sheet cheat sheet guide to creative ways you can donate some of your items. So you can do this in a sustainable way. And you're kind of going through, some extra steps than just putting in a trash bag, but it's a lot more responsible and better for you and better for the environment. Time to face the music. You bought it, you got to deal with it. That in and of itself is an activity that is going to make you think twice before you run through a big box store, filling up your cart with stuff that you don't really need. It's a really good, mindful process, and I encourage you to try it. Thanks for listening to this episode of Little Debbie, a bite-sized version of the podcast Upcycling with Deb. I'm your host, Deb Colameta. You can reach me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Deb Colameta. I hope you'll get your free downloadable guide on my website, thedebsite.com.